YouTube has over 500 hours of video content uploaded to it every minute. And when you consider an average video length of 12 to 15 minutes, this means that every minute you have approximately 2,000 videos uploaded to YouTube. But the interesting thing is that all these videos have unique IDs. And if you're like me, you've probably thought, will YouTube ever run out of IDs? Well, technically, YouTube could run out of it at some point, but that's going to take a very long time. And that's because of the base system that YouTube uses for generating its IDs. So when it comes to base systems, you have the base 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 characters. And what this means is that if you want to generate an ID that has only one character, you have 10 options to choose from. If you want to generate an ID that has 2 characters, well, you have 100 options to choose from, because that is 10 multiplied by 10, giving you 100 combinations. Now for YouTube IDs, you have over 11 characters. And what that means on base 10 is that you're going to have 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, 11 times, and that is over 100 billion combination of IDs. In the case of base 16, you have 0 to 9, and then you have A, B, C, D, E, F. That is 16 characters to choose from if you want an ID that only requires 1 character. An ID that requires 2 characters is going to be 16 multiplied by 16, which is 256 combinations. What about 11 characters like we have with YouTube IDs? That's going to be 16 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 16 11 times. And that is over 17 trillion combinations. But this is not the base system that YouTube uses. YouTube uses base 64 for the ID generation. Base 64 is uppercase A to Z, lowercase a to Z, 0 to 9. And in YouTube's case, they have the hyphen and underscore symbols acceptable in the URLs. So an ID of just 1 character is going to be 64 characters to choose from, 64 combinations. An ID of 2 characters is going to be 64 multiplied by 64. But in the case of YouTube, you have an ID of 11 characters, which is going to be 64 times 64 times 64 11 times, and that is over 73 quintillion combinations. That is a lot of IDs to go around for the millions of videos uploaded to YouTube. So coming back to the question earlier, can YouTube actually run out of IDs? Yes, at some point YouTube will probably get to that 73 quintillion combinations that they can have for the 73 quintillion videos uploaded. But do you know what's crazy about this base system? If YouTube gets to that point, YouTube can simply add another character. Let's just say they add a closed square bracket. Now this is no longer going to be base 64, it's now going to be base 65, and this is going to be 65 times 65 11 times. It makes the total number of combinations even more crazy. But yeah, when we stick with base 64 as YouTube currently has it, that is how you're able to have so many combinations for IDs. So when you upload a video on YouTube, YouTube generates an ID using this base system. It checks if that ID already exists. If it does, it generates another one. And if it doesn't, you have a new ID for your video. And if YouTube stays for many, many years, maybe at some point to get to that 73 quintillion. Let's see if that's going to happen during our generation. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button so you get more videos like this where I answer different questions around web development.